in addition to my parents and Miguel, and there have been plenty of people who have influenced me and kind of inspired me to pursue the career that I'm currently in. Especially at Queens College, when I first started in school, I didn't really know what I wanted to do. I knew I liked writing, but it's kind of one of those art forms that you tell your parents you want to be a writer, and they're like, oh God, he's going to be living with me forever. How is he going to pay his bills? So, that in itself is very intimidating as well, especially when, your mom or dad are telling you, become an accountant, become a teacher. Those are safe professions. Those are, that's what you can do. That's where you have a steady income. But I couldn't really do those. I mean, ironically enough, I'm kind of teaching a class now, but that's not the career that I wanted to pursue. I wanted to be true to myself, so I wanted to be a writer, but I didn't know how to exactly make that a career. Was I going to write books, novels? Was I going to write scripts? Was I going to write for print? What was I going to do with that career? And so one of the first professors that I had in school that kind of made me consider getting into TV and journalism specifically is a professor who is currently actually now my boss at Queens College. It's Gavin McCormick. He's someone that he's so passionate about his field, and he makes it really fun, and he makes you realize that regardless of what your income is going to be, regardless of what job you're going to have, if you're doing something you're passionate about, things tend to work themselves out one way or another. Now that may sound a bit cliche, or may sound like one of those fairy tale endings and stuff, but no, if you put in the work and you're really passionate about a certain field, things find a way to work themselves out for you, and especially in your career. And he kind of gave me the confidence to pursue it. I took all of his classes, and he was a tough grader, but he made me better for it. And then moving on to grad school, I had a lot of professors and classmates that I still look up to this day. One of my classmates, her name is Mona. She works for the New York Times, and she's someone I look up to a lot, and she may not realize it, but one of the first group projects I worked on was with her, and she had so much experience already, having been a print reporter for the Times, and she's someone that I still to this day look up to and think, she influenced me a lot. And especially, her being from Egypt and coming to this country and and making a name for herself here. I mean, that's harder than what I did. I grew up here. I knew the customs already. I knew how to kind of finagle my way around New York City, but it was all new to her, and she found a way to make it work. And I think that that's something that's very important. Then I also have other professors in grad school. I also have bosses that I've had throughout the years. I had a specific boss when I was at Fusion named Rainer and Keith. They both kind of took me under their wing and gave me assignments and made sure that my writing was tight. They had no problem looking over my work. Anytime I'd have a question, they were there to answer. They spent hours with me on the phone. They gave me advice. Even when I was leaving at the end there, when I was leaving and coming back to ABC, they were some of my strongest supporters, and they always made sure that they were advising me and telling me to do things that were right for me. Not necessarily, for selfish reasons, they wanted me to stay. But ultimately, they gave me, quote unquote, their blessing to leave because they realized that it was probably the better career move for me. And even though they hated to lose me as a colleague, they knew that I was doing what was right for me, and the move was going to help me grow, and it did. I mean, 2 years later, no regrets, and they gave me the confidence to do it. When you're leaving a job, it can be very scary. You don't know what the opportunity is going to be. You don't know, you're comfortable, you're getting out of your comfort zone, and it helps to hear it from people that you look up to that you're going to be all right. It helps to hear you're going to be better for this. It helps to hear those things because you spent the last 2 years of your life working so closely with these people, and the fact that they're giving you their blessing or they're fighting for you to stay means so much. It gives you the confidence to continue doing what you're doing and making the right choices.